Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is Sean, and today I'm here to give you my top 5 Justice League members. Now the Justice League movie coming out, so I figured I should put together my own personal top 5 of my favorite members. Now a lot of people think I'm not a DC guy, which I'm not, but I paid much enough attention. I've watched enough DC shows. I love the Flash. I used to love Arrow. Now I'm just like, on Arrow, and So, and I used to love the Justice League. I loved Young Justice. I loved a lot of things. I loved the Teen Titans. So, this is my top 5 JLA members. Starting off with number 1, obviously, it's Batman. Batman has to be your number 1 JLA member because, simply, it's Batman. He is the brains behind the operation. Even though he's working with alien and cosmic beings, he's still the brains and the money behind the JLA. He's the reason that the Watchtower was formed. He made that damn thing. So, well, he helped construct it with the help of like Green Lantern and stuff, but he paid for the stuff. He paid for all the things to make it. He is the heartbeat of that of the JLA. He's the man who has a plan to take down every single one member of the JLA, and it's Batman. Obviously, Batman. Number 2, obviously, again, it's Superman. Batman and Superman are pretty much exchangeable at the top. Well, I think Batman's a little bit bigger, but Superman is the powerhouse. He's kind of the pseudo-leader. He's the back-and-forth leader. Him and Batman kind of switch positions quite often between who's the leader and who's not the leader. But Superman, you have to put Superman. He's the most iconic superhero in history. That S on his chest is very iconic. He's probably the most powerful. He's the most powerful being on the fucking Justice League. Him being there alone, on the team alone, gives it credence. Him being on the team alone pretty much gives him the edge over anything that they're fighting. And it's always interesting to see him bounce off of other characters, and especially Batman. So Superman's number 2, Batman's number 1, Superman's number 2, number 3 is Wonder Woman. And I don't even have to go into details about that. She's just as kick-ass as Superman. She's like if Superman had the training of Batman, because Wonder Woman is a hell of a trained warrior. She's a trained warrior. So she's like if Batman had Superman's strength and ability, like naturally had Superman's strength and ability. But unlike Superman, she really doesn't have a weakness, so to say. No, she has a weakness. I'm sure she has weaknesses. I'm sure you guys are going to Google it. She has weaknesses. But she doesn't have like a plain set like Kryptonite or the sun. If you take the sun away from Superman, he might be powerful for like a day or two, but after a while he's going to start becoming pretty much a human. Kryptonite fucks him up. Wonder Woman doesn't have that. She's just naturally that powerful. She can go toe-to-toe with Superman and even win an instance. And she could go even if she wasn't that powerful, she probably still can go toe-to-toe with Batman and even win instance. Plus she's so iconic. She's the first female superhero. She's definitely, if she's not the first female superhero, she's definitely the first mainstream female superhero. She's so relevant, and she's gonna be the first female superhero to have her own starring movie in this new age of superhero movie, and I hope that movie does good. So, gotta put her at number 3. Number 4 to me would have to be, and this is when it gets dicey for me, because I feel like after that you can interchange any of these guys any way you want to change them. But I'm gonna go with Martian Manhunter. I really enjoy Martian Manhunter. Like when I was growing up, watching the Justice League show and Justice League Unlimited on TV, I thought Martian Manhunter was one of the most fascinating because first of all, because you didn't really know his story completely. I mean, he's got that whole story, that whole drastic story about losing his entire race and about being the last one, and he was like one of the last people to survive, and he was trying to fight it off. Plus, he's got that cool thing going with the Martian Manhunter. First of all, he's got one of the coolest, names ever. Martian Manhunter. That is pretty gnarly. And Manhunter is so cool because he can do so many different things. He can shapeshift. He can read people's minds. He can go through walls. He can do so much, even though his weakness is the stupidest thing in there ever. I'm not gonna say anyone, but anyone with a power level that's even above his or got heat, he's fucked. But other than that, I really enjoy Martian Manhunter. I really enjoy his because the thing is, Superman's a fish out. If Superman's what they call a fish out of water, and Wonder Woman is, what the hell is goddamn Martian Manhunter? Because he's from a totally different planet. He's from a totally different time. He's from a totally different fucking solar system. Everything about him is different than Earth, and trying to fit in because there's so many different stories with him that are so interesting. So Martian Manhunter is my number 4. My number 5 would probably have to be the Flash. Now I kind of went back and forth between the Flash and Green Lantern, and you know what? No, I'm gonna make it the Flash and Green Lantern. They're gonna both take up number 5 because although I think the Flash is probably a little bit more relevant in the comics than Green Lantern, because let's face it, the Flash pretty much changes everything. Like he is Green Lantern's reset button. I mean, not Green Lantern's DC's reset button. I think Green Lantern deserves respect too because he has so many cool stories and so many things that he does in the comics. The Blackest Night story, Atrocitus, and many different things that I know Seth, if he was here, would bring it up. But I still think that Flash is slightly more relevant because Flash is the abilities that Flash has on like a daily basis that he can just tap into anytime he wants. It's just ridiculous. And one, Flash has a successful show going on, and the show's really making me a little bit more higher on Flash than Green Lantern. But in the end I had to make him equal because although I personally think that Green Lantern is outside of his power set and outside of like his actual job as a lantern, as a character, when you break it down, he's actually kind of a boring character. Like there's nothing much to Hal Jordan or John Stewart, and I love John Stewart. But once you get past like the fact that they are part of the Lantern Corps, if you like cut that off and they were just on Earth the whole time, there's not much they really do. They kind of pile around with Green Arrow in the comics, and that's about it. But Barry's got this whole thing going with Iris. He's got these reverse flashes, a lot, and he's going through time and space. So, but I ended up giving him tie and just put him in both at 5 because both of the actual characters themselves, Barry Allen and Hal Jordan, have their weird things that make you go, why? Well, Barry mostly because you're just like, why do you keep screwing with time, man? You're a scientist. You should know better. But Hal, he's Hal. Like, there's not much actually to his actual character, but the actual everything around him is awesome. But the actual character, But so both of them are at my number 5. I put a dead tie between Flash and Green Arrow at my number 5. Batman number 1, Superman number 2, Wonder Woman number 3, Martian Manhunter number 4, and number 5 is Green Lantern and the Flash. Please comment below who is your favorite JLL member, who's your favorite DC character if you want to go with that one. Please, are you excited for Justice League? Too bad you're not going to see Green Lantern in Justice League. Nudge, nudge, Seth. But thank you for joining me on the Count Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.